Public School. I'm your science teacher. We are learning chapter 13, Why Do We Fall Ill? Now, we were talking about acute and a chronic disease. As what I already told you, acute diseases are those which will be there for a shorter period of time and that has a less effect on our body, or it will not have any permanent effect on our body. For example, we were talking about cold, right? So we were talking about cold, that in cold, right, in acute, where there is very soon they are going to get cured and it will not have major effects on our general health, while the chronic diseases are such that it may last for couple of years or it will be permanent in our body. Second thing, it has a long lasting effect to our health. For example, if we talk about a chronic disease like tuberculosis that happen to our lungs, right, it may lose your weight and feel you tired all the time, and it will, the treatment goes for mostly more than 1 year or 2 years and it will get cured slowly, right. If you talk about diabetes, right, people has to take the medicines every day, even that make you feel very tired and weak, right. You have to control a lot of things in your diet. So such disease are chronic disease that really affect your body very much, even cancer, right? That is also one of a chronic disease we have. So chronic disease, we have a very drastic and a long term effect on people's health as compared to the acute disease. Okay. Now the next question arises to you is, what are the causes of disease? Causes of disease, this is a very valid question, that what will be the cause of a disease, right? So let us carve a little that from where does, for example, let's say a baby is suffering from loose motion. So we must be wondering that how does a baby, we are just taking an example, then we must be wondering that how does the baby get an infection, or how does a baby get a loose motion. So loose motion comes because of some infection to the body. Now the next question is, when does that infection comes? So maybe we can say because of unclean drinking water, right? So one reason we can say that the baby must be or is unhealthy or not healthy, because it might be more likely that it is exposed to risk. Risk means the way right now corona is going. So right now what is the risk of infection, right? So it is a risk if you go in a public places. If you go in a public places, the infection comes to you and you might got corona disease. So one of the thing we are talking as an, we expose to risk, right? So you meet people, those who have a disease and it might come to you. So there are diseases which can transfer from one person to another. We will talk a little more on it. So one reason is we will expose the people to a risk. Second reason is maybe the baby have not eaten a good food, enough food or good nourishment, or lack of good nourishment. For example, the baby is not eating good food or not eating a healthy food. So basically we can say a lack of good nourishment become the second reason. So first reason is exposed to risk, second reason is lack of good nourishment, right? Now the third reason, it may be the loose motions are because of some pathogens. Now pathogens, without pathogens it might be some genetic disorder which is caused because of poor nourishment, right? But normally we can say or we can say of not drinking good water. So basically lack of public services is the third reason. So three reasons we can say: first, exposed to risk; second, a lack of good nourishment; and third, because of lack of public services. So because of three reasons we can say we can have a good causes of disease. So that is the reason the doctor usually prefers, or the people usually prefers, to have a healthy life. In order to have a healthy life, we should have a good food, we should exercise a little every day, right? So a good a little exercise in our daily routine, a good food, a healthy food, basically a good nourishment we can talk. So we should eat fresh vegetables and all, fruits and all, right? And we should have a good services. So basically nowadays even the government are putting efforts to improve the public services. Now we are going to talk is an infection, non-infectious. The best and the famous example right now is corona, COVID-19. That is an infectious disease, right? That's why the government and the doctor preferred you not to go to the public places, because it can spread through air also. Yes, but it can also spread. If a person is having corona, you can touch that person, even that can spread. If that person sneeze or cough, it will by air, it can goes to your body. So there are many ways. This is a highly infectious disease we have ever seen so far. Conjunctivitis, which we call it as aankh avi, that is why is one of the famous reason of infectious disease. So infectious diseases are one which can cause mostly by microbes and microorganisms, right? That can cause infectious disease. Now, but there is, for example, there is no external cause like microbes. They are mostly internal non-infectious disease. So there are infectious disease and some are non-infectious disease that can happen because of genetic abnormality. For example, some people have a high blood pressure. Now high blood pressure cannot be happen in a day, it is a long process. So that is because of excessive weight and lack of exercise. So because of that, a person might have a blood pressure or might have a cancer disease or might have a sugar diabetes. So such disease can become if you have a lack of exercise and not have a good nourishment with you. So those diseases comes not from one person to another, right? That can comes from non-infectious diseases. Okay. So these are the ways the diseases can be spread in our community. Some are infectious disease and some are non-infectious disease. So we will still see more in detail about it tomorrow. Okay. So that's it for a day. Thank you so much.